Hi everyone, this is daveac and this is my vblog 187 for Friday the 17th of February 2012, but recorded, I'm afraid, one day late again on Saturday the 18th of February because I had an extremely busy day yesterday, was unable to do it. I did tweet an apology, but here we are now, and it's worked out extremely great because I'm buzzing. Yes, I will tell you, because the strapline for today's show is mega happy and toasting Ian the Sixth Doctor and Charisma Carpenter. Yes, I just a short while ago had a direct message on my iPad from Ian the Sixth Doctor, who is at MegaCon. I'll tell you a little bit about that at the moment, and I don't think you'll mind me sharing this one message with you. Dave, just spoke to Charisma. She'd say hi, and I'm not kidding. She said to say hi. What? Fantastic. Give her my love. Thank you, Ian. Yes, at MegaCon, Charisma Carpenter is one of the great guests there, and Ian and his family are there at Orange County Convention Centre, International Drive, Orlando, where the MegaCon goes from Friday, that's yesterday, all the way through to Sunday. And let me just say thank you very much for that, Ian. He's gone with his family. They were hoping to see their favourite captain, Kate Mulgrew, but unfortunately she had to withdraw. But as you've just heard, Charisma Carpenter is there. Nicholas, of course, from Angel and Buffy fame. Nicholas Brendan's there. Tim Russ is there. Tuvok, Robert Picardo, the Doctor from Star Trek. Lots of Saul Rubinek, who's at Warehouse 13. Brent Spinner. Oh, absolutely great list of people there. Of course, not Doctor Who related, but there is a fabulous guest list, and he's there with his family. But he took time out because he knows I'm the really, really big Charisma Carpenter fan. So thank you for that. And when I move the camera in a minute, I might just show you one of the wallpapers I did of that. Of course, a lot of the people who watch my vblog are Doctor Who fans, and they will be more interested perhaps on what's happening over at the other side of America, at Los Angeles, at the Marriott Hotel, where it's Gallifrey 1 Network 23 this weekend. Yes, Radio Free Skaro started the ball rolling. Their recording of their piece on stage is now up on iTunes. Good job, guys. There's some great guests. And it really looks, had a little bit of an unsettling thing where there was a big fire alarm that went off the first morning, but it really seems as though the place is buzzing. They're expecting, of course, I'm really, thank you, Ian, that was really great. They're expecting 3,000 guests this time, so really it looks as though that's great. Sadly, unfortunately, Podshock is not there this year. Lewis has given his reasons why, although Ken Deep has made it there, and will be doing some helping out, doing some interviewing and moderating at the event. So there will be some representation of Doctor Who Podshock. And I should just say that a day or so ago I helped Lewis record what will be the next episode of Podshock that should be up on the feeds shortly. Ooh, slow down, David. You're getting excited. Well, I am. I really am. That was fantastic. Charisma Carpenter, eh? Well, anyway, let's keep going. Keep professional, David. Well, the Cult and Collective podcast, we've been busy as usual. We had a little bit of technical difficulties last Sunday. So instead of doing our Oscar recommendations, remember it's not the Oscars for another week or so yet, we were going to do that. So because we only had 2 or 3 people in the room on microphone, we changed the topic to Cultdom's BAFTA picks for 2012, because of course on that very day, that was the 12th of February, the BAFTAs were just about to go live here in the UK. So we talked about that, but we kept the show brief with only a few of us on. It's only about 35 minutes long. We are not doing about the Oscars this Sunday. I'll tell you what we're doing in a moment, but we are going to do about the Oscars on the actual day of the Oscars, the 26th of February, although of course our show will go out before the Oscars airs. So we'll still be talking about our hopes and picks for the Oscars, consider joining us live on TalkShow ID 54821. That's the Cultdom Collective, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But this Sunday, we've got a really great show. We've got To Boldly Go in Science. Yes, Perry G, an astrophysicist, works with NASA. He's going to answer questions about science, astronomy, and also we're going to have a little bit of fun with it, because we're also going to be talking about some of the things that we hear on science fiction shows and whether they're ever going to be possible. I mean, whether that's warp drive or whatever. So please consider joining the Cultdom Collective, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, this coming Sunday on TalkShow ID 54821. Or if not, remember, do consider finding us on iTunes. Midweek, we put up another of our Cultdom commentaries. Remember, we're on the UK version of Life on Mars. We're on the Series 2, and that is the final series, of course. And we did our commentary on Episode 5. There are only 8 episodes in each series, so we've got 6, 7 and 8 still to go. But this Sunday, after we've done the Cultdom, instead of recording Life on Mars Series 2, Episode 6, hopefully Ian will be back home from MegaCon, and we'll be doing a studio recording where Ian's telling me and recounting about MegaCon. So really lots happening in the podcasting world. Now, I was going to spend some more time on Doctor Who, but I was so excited with all that stuff that I'm going to move on. Another big exciting thing that's happened is that I've had my internet connection uprated. Yes, I am now getting internet by what's called fibre to cabinet. That means that not just to the exchange, but to the actual cabinet out in the street, well, it's a couple of streets away actually, is fibre, and then it's only the last part that comes in my phone. Theoretically, the maximum could be 40 megabyte download, but I am some distance from the cabinet, so I'm getting between 21 and 23 megabyte download and about 1.5 megabyte upload. So it's at least a 4 times improvement to what I had. But shortly, I think like Virgin and like BT, TalkTalk, which is my service provider, will be doubling that again to a maximum of 80. So I'm hoping mine will go up to something like 45, 50, 55 megabyte download and maybe 3 or 4 megabyte upload. And I am just going to move the camera in a short while to show you that. And while I'm doing that, I might just show you a couple of pictures that I've got here of Charisma Carpenter. So first of all, let's just go and show you the new setup. And it's down here. Down. There is the TalkTalk router. And there is the BT box that they put in, because of course it's a slightly different setup. So I have to have 2 boxes now. But that enables me to have this very fast speed. And while we're over here, let me just look. That was a speed test I did. Ping 20 milliseconds, download 23, upload 1.68. So brilliant. And just in case you're a person on the world who doesn't know who Charisma Carpenter is, there she is. Of course, she played Cordelia Chase on both Buffy and Angel. And let's have another one. There's another one of my wallpapers from my Dave Cooper homepage. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's get on with it. I have another confession, because I'm sure Tim Jurian will notice it. On a couple of my wallpapers, I have spelt a surname wrong and put an H in it, but not on those 2. So that's why I've showed those 2, Tim. Okay, yes. Another thing, and I'll talk about this briefly, is the monitor I use here, it's a 23-inch Samsung monitor, is HD enabled. It's got an HDMI socket, but it's only got 1 socket. However, at the moment I watch television sometimes on a little portable I have at the side, but I'm feeding to that my older satellite system, which is capable of showing free-to-air high-definition channels like Channel 4, ITV HD and BBC HD. But of course that little portable TV won't do that. So I wanted a way of feeding that picture to this monitor, but unfortunately it only has one box, one junction. So I've just bought this, and it is a 2-to-1. This plugs into the back of the monitor, and it allows me to have two HDMI inputs. And I'll talk a little bit about that next week when I've hopefully got them connected. Right, I'm going to go and talk for the wine in about 4 minutes. Now I know about this wine already because I did this a day late. I opened up the wine. I was drinking it on Friday night quiz night. That's Mike's Radio Free Caneling call. That's 72402. And about the only good thing I did on the quiz was drink my wine. And here it is. It is Nottage Hill Cabernet Shiraz 2010, Southeastern Australia. I'm going to hope that focuses very quickly. Freeze frame. This full-bodied dry red wine shows rich cassis and spicy plum flavours with a complexity of soft vanilla oak characters. A well-rounded smooth wine with fine tannins and a persistent finish. And I've shown you that because that is exactly what it is. Reduced from about £6.50 to under £5. That's from about $11, $12 down to $8. And I had it last night, so I know it is beautiful. Let's have a little smell. Yeah, and we've got a lovely, almost like a forest woodland smell from it. Let's have a taste. Oh, and that is really deep, delicious. I'm getting licorice, I'm getting spice, I'm getting cinnamon. Oh, and it's a lovely long finish. That is a really good value wine at that price. It's got all those sort of flavours that I like. The Cabernet is just bringing a bit more blackcurrant fruit, and we've got the lovely structure from the oakiness and the vanilla that's in there. I'm just going to say, because I'm very aware of the time, that, well, I think that deserves another look. That's usually a good sign. I give it another show. Nottage Hill Cabernet Shiraz 2010. And don't forget, by the way, I do every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time a Big and Fruity Wine podcast. Done 25 of those now, and the call ID for that is 112272, and you can find that on iTunes. Well, I'm really buzzing. Did I show you my message from Charisma Carpenter? It's there, yeah? She said to say hi. Brilliant. Thank you very much, Ian. We will be, remember, on Sunday on Talk Show with Perry G doing To Boldly Go. And that is Perry G answering science fiction questions, science questions, whether warp drive's possible, and we'll also be talking about, big questions about the beginning of the universe, our solar system, black holes. So try and join us this Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on TalkShow ID 54821, where Perry G will be talking to boldly go in science. Well, I'm really made up, and I'm going to finish at 14 minutes. Here's to everybody's health. Here's to Ian and Charisma and his family's health. I think I better go and have a lie down, don't you? Bye, everyone. Catch you next week, and thank you for watching.